Hey, what's going on? It's Derek Richards here in Detroit, Michigan, along with Dean Napolitano, who is in St. Petersburg, Florida. Welcome to Split Decision. Dean, tell the people what this amazing show is about.
Simple show. Each of us gets 60 seconds. There's a topic that we have or you guys send in, and then you decide who wins. 60 seconds, that's all we get.
60 seconds. 4 questions, and we rely on you folks to go ahead. Put your comments down below about who you thought won each individual argument. And if you got a case to state, go ahead and state it. In fact, we've got some comments that came in from the last episode that we did.
Roll at me.
These are pretty entertaining. All right, this one came in from, this is from Tom in Springfield, Ohio. He says, Derek, your take on dating your friend's ex-wife, you are a complete piece of garbage. I don't... He goes, I don't want to meet you. Well, I'd like to meet you, but I don't want to introduce you to my wife or my ex.
Yeah, that's the problem. So
all right.
There you go.
And then this one came from Lisa in Brooksville, Florida. You know where that's at.
Oh, yeah, I know Brooksville.
Yeah. She goes, Dean, your take on the wallet, finding $500 in cash and waiting for somebody a little bit to show up and claim it was the best take that was out there. So
thank you.
It makes complete sense. It does. It makes complete sense.
Yeah, most people don't think like that, but I thought, if you give it to someone else, goodbye.
No, exactly. You're being very humanitarian-esque. Where can people find you, Dean, by the way, online?
Go to DenoLive.com, DEANO Live.com. You can join all my socials and find out where I'm each week. I have to put my calendar up on my website to refresh it, but coming soon.
And also follow you on all your, that was rude, slammed into the microphone here.
Yeah. Yeah, Instagram, Facebook, Flapjack, Snapchat, whatever you got.
And I'm at DerekRichards.com. Go on there and follow me on all the social media outlets as well. So I think we are set to go here.
Here we go.
Decision. Question number 1 for today. I've been dating, hang on, this comes from Steve in Chattanooga, Tennessee. I've been dating this stripper for 6 months, and I really think we should take it to the next level. What do you think? Dean, you are on the clock. You have 60 seconds to go ahead and state your case. And whenever you are ready, my friend, go.
All right, so it looks good on paper. You know what I mean? It's like, it'll be all right. Does she still do it? Is she not doing it? That might be a factor. So, I mean, in the end, there's a lot to unravel there. So I would think I don't want to say all of them because you can't judge every one of them, but I wouldn't. I don't know if I'd even dive into dating one because of all, that stuff is in the head. I'm not saying strippers are bad. They're great people. I've met some great people who dance, never been a big strip club guy. So I say, I would maybe pull back a little bit. I mean, how long you been dating too? The crazy might not come out for a year.
Okay. All right. You still had 10 seconds to spare. Not bad.
I didn't need it.
All right. Yeah, you stated your case. All right. I'm going to go here. 60 seconds. I say go for it. Love is love, Dean. I'm telling you what. The only thing that we do not have is a stripper awareness month. Every other group is supported. Strippers woefully left in the rearview mirror, and I think that's sad. I think you can, if you've got somebody, listen, if you're a stripper, doesn't matter if you're a cashier at Walmart or if you're a controller at IBM, a job is a job and love is love. And listen, what guy doesn't appreciate having 7-inch heels around the house at all times? Now, the thing is, if you're going to take it to the next level and you want to marry her, she's got to wear those all the time. Vacuuming, cutting grass, going to the store, doesn't make any difference. To me, it's like, listen, you're going to marry a football player, he's got to wear the gear all the time. She has to wear those outfits around the house 24/7. And then when you have kids, wear it to parent-teacher conferences. I don't have kids, so I have great ideas when it comes to parenting.
Oh, yeah.
You have kids, and I can see the look of disgust on your face right now.
Well, because if you go to parent conferences and you're dressed like that, the other mothers get jealous. Then they're going to talk to one of the dads. It's a whole thing. You don't want to open up that can of worms, in my opinion. Also, I'm not saying probably individually great people, but Jelly Roll and his wife, she was an escort, super nice people, but he was in jail, a lot of baggage. So you got to make sure they have all their shit straight. Otherwise, it's not going to work. Look, we all have, to a degree, mental issues of our hangups, right? I'm not saying we're all mental, but we have issues. But, it's my childhood. So I don't know. That's usually it's a slippery slope, my friend.
Listen, every stripper that I have ever met has just been working their way through school. I don't know why people
True.
seem to forget about that.
It's
Everyone that
true.
I know who was a stripper has gone on to have very lucrative careers in oncology, financial planning, lawyers. Yeah, every single one has their act together. No one has ever ended up in jail or ended up on meth or in a fentanyl lab. So, yeah, no.
Have you been to the strip club in DeLand, Florida?
I've been to several. I had dated a stripper. Now, she's in jail now, but that's
Okay.
not even
Hey, it's neither here nor there.
that's neither here nor there. All right.
All right. Tell us what you think. Next question. This comes from Dave from Trenton, New Jersey. You ever been there?
Okay. This ought to be good.
Yeah. He says, is it ever okay to ghost someone?
Is it ever okay to ghost someone? I'm gonna say I got 60 seconds on the clock here. All right.
Go.
I'm gonna say no. It's not okay to ghost anybody.
All
No,
right.
because listen, be a man, grow a set of balls. And when I say be a man, I mean it can be a man or a woman. Just be a person of integrity. And if you don't like somebody or someone's doing you wrong, tell them. You go ahead and vanish. Then people don't. Hey, what do they really think? And then what you're doing is these people are kind of hanging out there in this purgatory. You're going, I don't know what they think. They haven't gotten back with me. And it could be, now, you could go somebody, whether it's in a relationship or someone that you just started dating, or it could end up being somebody who's coming and giving you a quote that's too high on cutting your grass. Tell them, hey, I don't like your quote on cutting grass. Or, listen, I don't like the fact that, you were doing this and this and this, on our date. The fact that you had no problem letting off gas at Applebee's when we were having a nice dinner, I think you just go ahead and tell people. The worst thing that can happen is that they're not going to end up wanting to talk to you again, which I think is what you want in the long run anyway.
Time's up.
No?
All right.
60 seconds, Dean. Your case.
All right, here we go. I think I'm on the fence, but I lean toward yes. And I've been ghosted, and I didn't like it, but I guess I understood in the long run. But here's the thing: sometimes if someone ghosts you, you're off the hook. I once dated a girl. We dated 3 times. I thought she was going out of town. A hurricane hit. She won't get back to me. Finally, she just writes back, next. Like you're at a deli counter pulling the thing. I go, you mean next as in like online at the deli? She's like, next. So yeah, ghost me then. And like she won that battle, you know what I mean? But anyway, I think it's all right in a lot of instances, because someone might be a psycho. You might get that psycho that just won't leave you alone. I'm not even talking about a girl. I'm talking about guys too. A guy friend. I want to be your best friend. They won't stop calling you. Then you just got to ghost that bitch. No apologies, no nothing. Because some people don't get the message when you try to be nice. I've been nice my whole life, so it depends.
All right, time's up. Now, but you were talking to a girl, and then the hurricane hit.
We were gonna go to a movie.
Did it ever occur to you that maybe she died?
No, because she was supposed to go on a vacation. I thought she was gone for that whole 2 weeks, and I said, "Well, let me know when you get back, and we'll go see that movie." And so I don't message her till I know she's coming back. And then finally she goes, "Oh, now you call me?" I said, "I thought you were on vacation on that cruise for 2 weeks." "Well, no, the hurricane got it canceled." What am I? What am I, a crystal ball reader? You could have texted me, say, "Hey, it got canceled. You want to go to that movie?" Trust me, I didn't lose out on the deal. It was like, all right, I guess.
Now, did you ever think, was the name of the movie Next?
No, it was Planet of the Apes.
Okay, well, I didn't know. If the movie was called Next, and then she was said next, that could have been.
No, I got what she was saying.
Next.
She was like, number 32.
That is cool.
I thought it was kind of funny.
All right.
That's pretty clever, but
Again, your comments down below. who won that argument. Is it ever okay to ghost somebody? All
Next
right.
up.
Next question here. This comes from, this is Kathleen in Las Vegas. Is it ever okay to go through your partner's phone? Is it ever okay to go through your partner's phone? 60 seconds. Dean, you are on the clock. Go.
Now, this is a tough one in couples relationships, right? I say no. I say your phone is a personal device. I'm not doing anything nefarious on my phone. I'll tell my partner my code, like what it is. Now, that being said, I don't expect you to go through my phone, but you have it. So if you go through my phone, you're not going to find nothing. And then it's probably going to be over, because it's got to be trust. You got to trust someone. Now, if you got a husband or a boyfriend that's been, when someone's messing around, it's something you feel. So I don't think you need to validate it by going through their phone. Because what if you find something else out? What if someone has a problem that they didn't want to tell, and it's not cheating or nude pictures? What if it's just a personal thing? I think I say no. I said, if you want to know something, I'll show it to you. But
all right,
that's my
60 seconds. Time's up. I'm going to go with yes. It's okay to look through your partner's phone. Depends how long you're with them. I've been dating my girlfriend now for a couple of years. She has my code. I could care less if she goes through there and looks at whatever the hell she wants to look at. Now, I will say, to your point, listen, you got some stuff on there that, I told her flat out that I, had, I had FanDuel downloaded and I was making some stupid bets, and then I subsequently deleted the app. So it happens. But I have absolutely no issue with somebody going through my phone. Listen, here it is. Go ahead, take a look at it. I get emails that come in or texts or something like that, and we're sitting next to each other on the couch, and I'll pull it up and I'll read it right in front of her, because I have absolutely nothing to go ahead and hide. Here you go. Look away. I could care less.
All right, but I just don't think it's about hiding stuff. I think it's about trust. If someone doesn't,
I think, I would say too that it's about trust. But I think if for whatever reason, if your partner, and I'm assuming that you're with somebody who's cool, somebody that you want to be with, somebody that you are looking to continue a relationship with. Now, if it's a brand new relationship and somebody starts digging through your phone, then I'm like, yeah, so I think there's some asterisks involved with this.
Yeah, I mean, it is. It's a I don't know. It's a slippery slope, because then what's next? Then it's like people that get I want your location. What are you, the KGB? No. I'm not
now that I'm
my
opposed
kids.
to, I will say that.
Yeah, I mean, why did you stop over there? What did you do that for? Why did you have to go? You stopped for a beer? No, I'm not doing that. I'm 56. I tell my kid's like, Dad, where'd you locate? So I gave it to one of my kids. I said, one of you can. I don't want any, unless I disappear, don't worry about where I'm at. I'll tell you if I'm at. And I have a great relationship with both my kids. I just don't believe in that location. It's good. And they're like, but what if you get kidnapped? What the fucking odds of you getting kidnapped are? Stop. Nobody wants you. Nobody wants your kid.
Nobody wants to kidnap me.
No,
that's not.
No.
That's it. Listen, I mean, unless you're a bar owner and you want to go ahead and increase your third quarter sales, then I'm the guy you want to kidnap. But I mean, no, I'm a 60-year-old Irish dude. I am off the kidnapping market. I guarantee you.
I think we are. We're in the people will murder us phase if we do something. Kidnapping.
Yeah, the likelihood of that is way stronger.
Yep.
And I will say this, if your partner is going to go through your phone and they start looking at your Pornhub search and they find out that you're into amputees, that is a can that you decided to go ahead and open, and now you get to deal with the aftermath.
All right. Well, we just learned something about Derek. Okay. Next question. You guys, let us know what you think on the go through your partner's phone. This one comes from Steve from Biloxi, Mississippi. I've been dating a girl and just found out she has a mixed race kid, and we're both white. I think my parents might be disappointed. Do I continue to date her? What do I do, basically? You're up.
All right. 60 seconds and go. I'm going to go with no. No, you don't want to. Don't keep moving. Don't keep that moving forward. Listen, if you care that much about what your parents think, your parents you're obviously tight with your mom and dad. if your parents, if your dad's a grand wizard in the local clan operation, why would you want to bring little Shaniqua over to the mixer? That's not going to work out well for anybody. If you think that much about what your parents think, you got to look long-term thinking, all right, look, this is not going to be good for my mom and dad, but more importantly, it's not going to be good for my partner or their kid. And so, or you just don't ever bring the kid around ever, which is kind of awkward. I mean, depends how long this relationship is going to go. But I say no. Listen, it's going to create a lot of problems. It's going to be swirling in the back of your head the entire time. And it's just going to make things really weird to try to bring the kid around. And if it's, you don't listen, you going to bring a mixed race kid to the swimming pool? No. Okay.
Time's up.
All right, Dean.
All right.
Your case, 60 seconds.
Go. Yeah, I think it's fine. I think I sort of agree with what you're saying. Why do you want to create all that turmoil if you know your parents are that bigoted or racist? But I think even if they are and you're not, someone's got to change the narrative. Someone's got to try to change it. Now, if that's the case and you're really in love, like you said about the stripper, if you're really in love, you stay and you say, you know what? I'll go visit my parents without these two that I care for. So I think you don't worry about it. You don't worry about what anybody thinks. I mean, what are we in 1942, Alabama? Come on, nobody gives a shit. I mean, I'm sure there's still pockets, but nobody cares. It's, everybody thinks everybody's so just mind your own business. You want to date someone and they have a mixed race kid, those kids are usually gorgeous. Probably won't be an ugly kid. That's always a plus. I'd rather walk around with a mixed race good looking kid than the freaking Elephant Man. You know what I mean? So nothing against the Elephant Man. I'm sure that was a hard existence. So I apologize for that. But
oh God, nothing better than dating a girl who's got a kid that looks like Sloth from the Goonies.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's a nice kid and you could probably work things out, but we all have our limits. When
you don't want to date somebody who's got a kid that looks like John Fetterman.
Yeah.
That's not serving anybody.
He is a character, that guy.
He is a character.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a good question. I mean, and people still talk about it. I don't know if it's as big of an issue as it used to be, but I guess some places it's still pretty bad. But yeah, so let us know what you think on that.
Too, some parents are maybe accepting of it out of the gate, and they kind of think that, like my mom was the queen of passive aggressive. Like she would be totally cool with whatever was going on in the situation right in front of her. But then as soon as that situation was not in front of her, then all of a sudden she was like, oh, all that stuff that I said about, little Shaniqua Washington, I do not approve of that at all. My mom wasn't like that, but I mean, that is but that, like, she would be like that. She'd be totally cool in front of somebody's face, but then totally would, do an end around behind him, which I wasn't a fan of, but that's mom, mom's mom.
Hey, different generation also, you know what I mean? So you can't judge, 2026 with 1958 society and values, it's like, people are like, oh, 1720, they were doing this. And it was fucking 1720. What do you think? They didn't have indoor plumbing, barely.
Because we often recall parenting back in the 1720s.
Dude, it's crazy. People are crazy. The moral high ground everyone takes now, and it's like, it's basically Sodom and Gomorrah out there. And they're like, I shouldn't do that. Okay, whatever.
Split decision.
There we go.
Derek Richards, Dean Napolitano. Our 4 questions we gave our opinions. Now we need yours in the comments down below. Please go ahead and like and share this with everybody. Follow us on social media. Follow us on our websites, our dates. Dean, once again, where can people find your glorious self?
Go to DinoLive.com, DEANO Live.com, Dean _ Napolitano for Instagram, Dean Napolitano Comedy for Facebook. It's all on my social media. Check it out.
Yeah, definitely. DerekRichards.com is my website, and all the social media stuff is on there as well. Please go ahead and tell us what you think. We appreciate it. Split decision. We will see you next time.
See you next time.
No agree button. See ya.